Good evening, guys. I go by the name Albert, and then today our presentation is on poultry production. So, first of all, I would like to tell you guys the outline. So, we will talk about the egg production, we'll talk about the mortality, and then the profit and loss, and then we'll go further. So, we were asked to come up with an app which is going to equip poultry farmers in terms of production. So, this is the interface of the app. But when we talk about poultry production, what comes in mind? So poultry production, it's one of the production units which has actually increased the supply chain. And then someone asks how. In the olden days, how people used to do poultry was such a mess because you wouldn't know the number of birds you have within a year, your profit, your loss. You don't even know whether you are doing it for sale purpose or just for you and your family. But with this app, it's going to equip people to know the essence, what income you have, what profits you gain within the months, and then it will help you to know whether you are increasing or you are reducing. So I will get the app started. So these are the details which you will just log in with your email and then your password. So when you log into the system, you see an interface which has a boldly written poultry production. So you see the feeds, the vaccinations, the mortality, the egg production, the profit and then loss, and then the farm overview. So with the feeds, it talk about the purchase of the food for the birds, it being a maize, a millet, or whatsoever that the production manager incurs to buy for its birds. This is everything about the feed. So when you click on the feed, you will see a menu, which is what we purchased. That's what has been recorded there, which is 100 cedis. So I come here, then add some of the feed. So you will see a drop down menu, which is the feed type, the quantity, and then the cost. So with the type, it being maize, millet, anything. So let's just type something else. So let's say KB. It's a feed type, and the quantity we have 12 as the quantity, and then the cost, let's say 20, and then save. Automatically, it is being saved on the feed tracking system, which is being recorded. You can all see. And then one unique thing about this app is that it gives you the accurate time and the date in which the product was being purchased, which you all can see. And then we'll get back. We'll move to the vaccination. Someone will ask, what's vaccination? So, we have birds diseases that mostly happen to these poultry birds. And then I think quite it was beginning of the year, a production poultry farm came up with this analysis that throughout the year, more than 100 birds die due to this kind of diseases. So the vaccination, we have some drugs to actually measure this kind of disease outbreaks when it comes to birds. So this part is just for the amount of vaccines you buy when there's a disease outbreak. So the name, which is the type of vaccine you buy, um, the type, is it being a chick or the chicken? Do you get it? And then the birds treated, how many birds were treated, how many of them were affected by the disease, and then the cost. So everything will be automatically saved on the system, which is the vaccination session. So I'll move forward. Let me just cancel it and then good. And then with the mortality, we know mortality talks about deaths, number of birds which dies monthly or yearly, like annually. Do you get it? This part will actually record everything. Then we have egg production. So we use one stone to kill two birds. Imagine I'm a poultry manager, same time supplying protein, which is the meat. I also earn what? Eggs. Do you get it? So this side will record the number of eggs per a bird. Do you get it? So we will know the quantity, the amount of egg production within a month or overall. Do you get it? So this part is actually for that. Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. My name is Wisdom Evergen. I'm taking over from the profit and loss side of our app. So when we get to the profit and loss side, it shows our sales income, the fees and the expenses that we had, the vaccination expenses, and and everything all over. So we can add a different amount of income, maybe an amount, let's say 300, mm, and 300, and we can save it, and with that it shows, or it gives we the total income and what and the amount of money we've spent, which is the expenses as well. So I'll go and further, let's go back, and I'll talk about the farm overview. And on here it gives we a total display of, let's say, the number of eggs being collected, the birds that were like are lost, like let's say the birds that were and lost, and with the mortality rate, it gives we the total number of birds that are dead from the total number of birds that we have. And this everything that we are talking about, and you can go back, and so everyone hears everything that we are talking about, and with it you can again log out, and here's the log out side of our app, and it brings you back to the um, dashboard of you logging in, and logging in your account. And on here you can and sign up for a different account as well, for your customers to have access and have a good record of their farm, let's say their farm management. So thank you everyone, and I really like you to um, have a patronize of our poultry farm app, and with this it can help farmers get a good records, and have an easy way of managing their and farm records. Thank you everyone.